Welcome all to the SemiFinals Mappool showcase. With the first few teams having been eliminated, we now have a best of 11 matches with 2 available events once again. Good luck with the pool. Starting us off in the Nomad pool, we have Utopia by Win, an aim-heavy Nomad 1 full of sharp angle jumps and long-range aim. With a drain time of 4 minutes and 14 seconds, this is one of the longer maps in the pool, aimed as you would expect at consistency as well as raw mechanics. Don't get too comfortable though, as a little past halfway through the map, a switch to slow 1/3 rhythms might catch out any sight readers. In sharp contrast, we're following up with a Nomad 2 full of long death streams. At 200 BPM, this Xarius map is extremely stamina heavy, with streams of more than 30 consecutive nodes along with plenty of kicksliders and reverses. Not much more to say though, this should be a simple but effective stream pick.
Next up we have Living Ghost is Alive by Kyusu. This is a crazy 140 BPM alt map mixing flow aim and snap aim with a wide variety of spaced 1/4 patterns. On top of that, a number of overlap sliders and high SV sections make this no easy task to read either. We got some finger control elements as well, with plenty of doubles and a 1/6 burst to watch out for. Don't be deceived by this replay, Criller makes it look a lot easier than it really is. For Nomad 4 we have a tech pick, Hypersonic map by Sundares. Full of SV changes and wild slider shapes, this is a test of cursor control and slider aim. With tons of doubles, triples, and further rhythm complexity thrown into the mix, this map is a real mess to keep up with. Players are going to need to keep their focus if they don't want to get caught up on any slow sliders thrown in there.
As the speed pick of the Nomad pool, Blue Dragon's Forgotten boasts an incredibly high object density, with a BPM of 250 and an AR of 9. There are tons of bursts, up to as long as 15 notes, combined with constant single taps and jumps. Despite being only 2 minutes and 45 seconds long, this pick has a full combo of 1.6 thousand notes, which you might be hard pressed to attain.
Topping off the Nomad pool with Nomad 6, we have Aventure by YF. As Nomad 6 has been popularized as a rhythmically complex pick in recent months, this pick is no different. This map is full of complex, ever-changing rhythms, finger control, and overlaps that only make reading them even harder. Combining all of this with unusual cursor control and even wiggle streams makes this map a serious challenge.
Moving on to the hidden pool, we have a tricky aim map from Mordred. With lots of overlaps and varying spacing, even a few wide angle jumps, this map is meant as a test of aim consistency with hidden, being a bit over 3 minutes long. In the second half of the map, we get a stream to match the intensity of the solo, so make sure your hidden streams are up to par as well. Next is the obligatory AR8 hidden pick. A song commonly seen for these picks we're listening to Le Plus, but this time from a great set by YFBMP. Full of perfect stacks and bursts with copious spacing and tech-style elements, this map has everything. With complexity of both rhythm and aim as well as the base reading elements, you may be relieved to find the map being a little under 2 minutes long. Finishing off the hidden pool, we're balancing things out with a 205 BPM map. This map throws all kinds of stream shapes at you, with kick sliders and cut streams, accelerating and decelerating streams, and even some wiggle streams. The first half of the map is less stream heavy, with a greater focus on single tapping, but the second half picks up with a high density both visually and rhythmically, and no time to rest.
Now for the hard rock pool, we're starting off with a tough raw mechanics pick, with the highest star rating in the pool excluding tiebreakers and a brisk BPM of 200. This map is unsurprisingly extremely aim heavy, but also has a bunch of triples both stacked and spaced. For the second hard rock pick, we are going for a precision map at circle size 6.5. This captain map mixes light tech elements, such as high slider velocity, with basic stream shapes and slow single spam, presenting a range of gameplay to test your ability to consistently hit those small circles. Our final pick in this hard rock pool is dance number Otomoni from PKK, a well-known textbook case of an alternate map. Expect flow aim and slider jumps with some wiggles and fast slider arts capping off each selection.
Up next, we have the Consistency DT pick. At an adjusted AR of 10.1, this simple aim map mixes 1-2s and squares with flow aim singles and some bursts, both short and long, to present a variety of aim difficulty elements. Watch out for the spacing changes and don't trip over the small 1/3 section at the start either. The Double Time Pool continues with a tricky light tech map. An Usayer song at 260 BPM, this map has many bursts and overlapping sliders and offbeat rhythms to test how well you can keep up with the not so simple rhythms at this high speed pace. Coming up, we have the Speed pick, a loosened map full of bursts and streams, with even some doubles to add that extra level of stream to your left hand. This map may be short with a drain time of 1 minute and 12 seconds, but more than makes up for it with the constant barrage of dense rhythms at 262.5 BPM, which is sure to quickly drain your stamina. Finishing off the DT maps, we end with an Angel Honey set, the Ignorative. This tough finger control map is filled with doubles and bursts, even note streams as long as 12 and 14 notes, combined with a mix of flow aim and wide angle jumps. Not only are the patterns tricky, but the object density is high, and there are no breaks to speak of. Simply a minute and a half of constant tricky finger control and speed patterns.
The first free mod we're looking at is very stream heavy, with many linear aim patterns and perfect stacks, as well as some long streams at 200 BPM, so keeping up with either hidden or hard rock is definitely going to be a challenge. For free mod 2, we have the usual AR8 CS5 pick, a Dada vintage map. This pick is over 3 minutes long, testing your consistency on linear jump patterns and bursts. So you'll need to be comfortable with either the low AR hidden reading or the hard rock 6.5 precision to maintain a good combo.
Yet again, for the closest of matches, we prepared a few marathon length maps again. Hitori Bocchi no Monologue is the first of the three and starts off with some doubles and streams. progresses with a lot of round sliders, spaced bursts, and is generally extremely heavy on slider jumps with triples or even doubles in between. It's generally a mix of snap and flow aim, proven by those spaced triples for example.
The following map is probably what you'd expect from re-lazy maps. The Fury diff of Tapioca, a great USAO song, is making an appearance here in our tournament with many kick sliders, changing slider velocity and odd slider shapes. Despite that, you can also expect many bursts and long reverse sliders that you really have to follow. Even the reading aspect is not missing from this pick, with perfect stacks and overlaps in the slower part.
As the last map of the entire pool, we get an alternate tiebreaker map by Gilstar. This modern kind of alt map mixes flow and snap aim and forces a lot of aim control. Changing spacing, geometrical shapes, and some flow killers should be no surprise on this one.